All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the hill for the Phillies, Zach Wheeler. He's got one of the best ERAs in the league this year, which is just a polite way of saying good luck scoring.
Yeah, Boog, he's got to deal with the scoreboard operator. Keep it clean. I'll bring snacks.
He's basically allergic to giving up runs. Somebody get this guy an antihistamine.
Yeah, he treats a base runner like a pest problem. Quick spray, gone in seconds.
Here's your 1. And that is out of play. The 0-2. More ribbies than some teams in this league. Unbelievable production.
Yeah, he doesn't snack. He feasts, especially with ducks on the pond.
Stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and the Guardians jump in front. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Steven Kwan in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
This one in the air right field. And there's one away. Let's take a look at our lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
One out, bases empty, and a run in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Fights it off. He'll see another. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Two down, bases empty. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. That one in the dirt. Ball 2. Just off the inside edge.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Ball inside.
And the 1-0. Late swing, foul to the left. Hoskins off of first with 2 away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out. Jose Ramirez with the homer here. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the bottom of the first. Towing the slab in today's game, Gavin Williams. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies.
Shortstop, number 7, Trey Turner.
That's a little high, and it's 1-0.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
Fouled off. He was late.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
Got away with that one. Left the curveball up a little bit. He's going to have to finish it if it's going to be an effective pitch.
2-2 now. Way inside. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, designated hitter.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. This team is aggressive on the bases, Chris. They lead the league in stolen bases for a reason.
Yeah, with this lineup, singles can turn into doubles or triples. It's all about how you come out of the box. Such a fun team to watch, Boog. Let's see if they can run away with this one.
Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 1. Schwarber launched a homer in his most recent game. Hammered down the right side, but foul. One down, Phillies down a run. Gets him to chase after that one. 1-2, bottom of the first. The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. That's out to center field. And a base hit. And a man aboard.
Batting third. First
So
baseman,
here is Bryce Harper.
He really needs to start making more contact, averaging 2 strikeouts per game over his last 5.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Batting fourth. Right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
That one a little bit high. Ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, 1 out.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And that drops in for a strike. The 1-2. In the dirt. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Two now. And there's a ball.
That's a really good take.
Rafael Marchand in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. 1 out. Runners at first and second. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Two aboard, 2 outs. Here's the Phillies catcher, Rafael Marchand.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. No hits over his last 5 games.
Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They're down 1-0. Top of the second, stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Aye. Just missed. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Ball 2.
Stays alive.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Good job to fight that one off. Here's a 2-2. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now Travis Bazzana. The 0-1. That clips the corner.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Got him looking for the K. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Quick 3-pitch strikeout, and you look at the sequence. The plan was clearly to work him inside. Didn't want to let him get his arms extended, make him a little bit uncomfortable in there, and he ended up overmatching him in the process. That's one you have to take note of as a hitter for next time you come to the plate.
Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians.
Hey!
Oh, 1 now.
Ball.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
That ball got him.
Up next for Cleveland, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Ripped on the ground to second, and that ends the inning. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the second. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies.
Nope.
And there's a foul ball.
That's ball 2.
That one
Ball, that's
outside.
outside.
Ball 3. Hit on the ground to short. Schneemann. Throw to first is in time.
Batting 7th, center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
You got to be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
That pitch gets the inside corner. Strike 1. Marsh, 28 years old. He made his major league debut in 2021, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Sliced hard but foul. And that misses. And that's ball one.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit. He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Now, Edmundo Sosa.
Aye.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Got him swinging. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. In the dirt, ball 1.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone. Challenge these hitters. Make him work hard for his outs.
Outside.
Nope. Outside.
And it's 2-0.
Many times teams come in knowing that he can strike out the house. They're very aggressive because they don't want to fall into a 2-strike count.
Next offering misses. 3 balls, no strikes. And there's the automatic. Fought off foul.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Payoff pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Hey.
The 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
That's a ball.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. Full count now.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter, Rhys.
2 outs, base is empty. Rhys Hoskins digs in for the Guardians. Walked his first time.
Hey!
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
The 1-2. Struck him out without a swing, and he strikes out the side in the 3rd. It's the Guardians 1 and the Phillies nothing. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, as we go to the last of the 3rd. Justin Crawford stands in for the Phillies. Not even close there. And that is ball 1. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Singy. The 1-0.
Nope, outside.
This one in the air, right field. And that gets down in the corner. And he starts the bottom of the 3rd with a double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man at second. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. Ball to strike. And that one fouled off. On the ground. And that's just foul. Here's a 1-2. Backed off the plate that time.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. Runner around 3rd, on his way to the plate. He'll score and then tie it. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count,
the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's trying for third. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double and just decided, I'm going to take third this way. Definitely using his legs to his advantage right here.
Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here! Kyle Schwarber with a rocket. His 12th of the season, and it gives him the lead in the third. It's 3-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run. Well, these Phillies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count now 2-0. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here in the last half of the third. That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in there. That's a double.
In there. Safe.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So man aboard. Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies.
And Boog, I'd say he's due. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. This one in the air, center field. Bazzana in position. And there's one down.
Up next for the Phillies, catcher Rafael Marshall.
Just ice cold coming in, but seems to have things back on track at the dish today. Putting that slump in the rearview mirror, Boog.
Swinging a foul out of play. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Here's a 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Marchand not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge.
Off the plate,
Some
ball
early
1.
action out there in the bullpen. Eric Sabrowski, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Allen getting cranked up as well. Man on second, 2 down.
I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. That is the inning. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. 3 innings complete. You're watching Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Back at Citizens Bank Park, new inning getting started. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Ball, that's it.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
In the air, right field. Garcia drifts towards it, and there's 1 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Catcher, Bo Naylor.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict
ball
baseball.
1.
The 1-1. And Naylor swings through that one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Kafis in the box now as he leaves that one up high. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 2-0.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
That's ball 3.
Outside low. 3 balls and a strike.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And now the count is full, and another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. This one popped up. Wheeler under this one. But it's the shortstop that gets there. And that is that. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back here in Philadelphia, and now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh.
Center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
High fly ball, right field. Kafis has a beat on it. And a quick out, number 1.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Edmundo Sosa.
And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Schneemann slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the Phillies, left fielder, Justin Crawford.
Justin Crawford digs in now. Check swing. He went. And it's 0-1. That to right. Kafis should have this one. And the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Phillies 3 and the Guardians 1. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
You know, these Guardians just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Ball 1. That's ball 2.
And now
Outside,
it's still
that's
up.
a ball.
That one misses.
Ball 4, that pitch
so
is in.
leadoff walk.
Up next.
What a
for
battle.
Cleveland,
It's not always
shortstop,
easy laying
Daniel
off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Bazzana gets his lead at first with nobody out. And look out.
Boom, that
one
him.
gets
Thank
him.
you, man.
The second man he's plunked in this one.
Third baseman, Jose
Pivotal at
Ramirez.
bat now for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball, that's high.
Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Hard hit, base hit. Runner around third. And now they trail by 1.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Just
that pitch is up.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out.
Hey!
That breaking ball drops in for a strike. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Oh, that one almost gets him again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Turner for 1, and they turn the double play.
That was a much-needed double play right there. Gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
Kyle Manzardo getting ready to hit. He was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one's in there, 0-1. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. Runner at third, 2 away. On the inside corner for a strike. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Gil Francisco, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Kirkering also getting ready. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Home half of the 5th coming up. You're watching Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
You know, these Phils, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
On the ground, out to short. Schneemann throws to first in time.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive. I'm not saying they do, but with the way they're squaring up the ball right now, it's almost like they know what's coming. They seem very confident at the plate.
Ball that's outside.
Check swing, but he went too far. And the count is 2-2. Swings through it for the K. The high heat, too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Gavin Williams gives way. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for
Eric
Cleveland.
Sabrowski comes on now.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Bryce Harper to the plate.
That's a ball.
Harper with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
2 down, nobody on. Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. This one popped up. Manzardo under it. And that'll do it. Down quickly go the Phillies, but they're up 3-2. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Rhys Hoskins digs in for the Guardians.
Designated hitter, Rhys Hoskins.
Wheeler back to work. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Brad Keller, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Alvarado also throwing. The 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One and 2 here. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. Out towards right center field. Garcia moving under it. Brings it in, and there's one away.
Up next for Cleveland, second
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Zach Wheeler won't go any further, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
Gil Francisco will take over here.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. No swing. Breaking ball misses down and away. Late swing, foul to the left.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Inside,
nope.
just
inside.
Missed. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
The 1-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 3. Guardians fail to score. They trail it 3-2. Bottom of the inning, and now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Adolis Garcia.
Adolis Garcia.
Movement in the bullpen. Matt Festa getting ready to go. Herron, the lefty, warming up as well. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Ball. That's inside.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for strike 3.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly. Well, he's been slumping at the plate and still looking for his first hit today, Boog. Let's see if he can find some green grass out there.
Foul ball. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Well, that grounder up the middle made it a little more challenging than a routine ball right at him. But it's definitely a play you expect to make as a middle infielder. And I'm sure he wants that one back. But for now, you just got to get ready for the next one and make a play.
In the air, left field. He makes the grab.
Up next for the Phillies, center fielder
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Ball 1.
He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Siggy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base. In for a strike and 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Marchand, the runner at first with 2 gone. Gets a piece and stays alive. Another 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 3. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they still lead at 3-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brad Keller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
On the ground, right side. Stop. Slings to first in time.
Up next for Cleveland, center fielder Travis Lozana.
And that's way high. Ball 1.
Right through there for a strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
That's a ball.
Got him. 2 down.
Berkey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Now it's the shortstop, Daniel Schneemann.
Aye.
The Phillies trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swings and misses. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They're down 3-2.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Matt Festa.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
For the Phillies, third baseman Edmundo Sosa.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And it's fouled away. Here's the 0-2. Tapped out in front of the plate. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Phillies, left fielder Justin Crawford.
Popped in the air, left field. Kwan takes it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Phillies, Shortstop,
Trey Turner at the plate.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Two down, nobody on. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Phillies down in order, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Back here in Philadelphia, here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Jose Ramirez. Chopped on the ground. Fires in time.
Shortstops are expected to make tough plays look routine, and that's what he did right there. Just a great example of why he plays one of the most demanding positions on the field.
Keller pitching for the 20th time this season. A former first-round pick back in 2017. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball one.
Inside, almost got him. And that one fouled off. On the ground, right side. Stop. Throw to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Brad Keller will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Jose Alvarado takes over on the mound.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. The Phils holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Check swing, went around. That's strike 2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
0-2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. The Guardians go down in order. And it's still a 3-2 ball game.
Now pitching for
the Guardians going with a new pitcher, Sean Armstrong.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. His 2-run homer back in the 3rd was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
Hey!
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Now a fly ball to right center. Kafis makes a nice running catch.
Up next for the Phillies, first baseman Bryce Harper.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tim Herron up and loosening in the pen. Gaddis getting loose as well. Strike two. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Inside, almost got him. Here's a 1-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Two down, bases empty. Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Hey, 2.
Two down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Ground ball right side. Rocchio. That ends the frame. It's the Phillies 3 and the Guardians 2. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Joan Duran.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can, so it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed to pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Just missed. Gets the call, and the count 1-2. Now he's challenging the called strike. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges.
Ball, that's out.
Brian Rocchio in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The 3-1. That one in triple digits. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him swinging gets a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's Brian Rocchio. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Breaking ball through there for a strike. And he'll challenge that called strike. So the call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. And now the 0-1. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Not in time.
No, he's in.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Fastball for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
The 0-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Oh, and 2 now. A little bit
No,
low.
that's low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Stays alive.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And the Guardians with 1 out left.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile off. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
So it's their last chance in this one. C.J. Kafis digs in for the Guardians. The Guardians with the tying run on at first here at the top of the 9th. Turner, and that is the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
A 3-2 final score in this one. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.